Okay, final position of the cam. I've been moving it like this is third or fourth time, and basically a couple of guys said the angle. You know, I tried to keep it on the left from my seat, and then of course you have to turn it towards the direction, and then it kind of looks like really you are driving sideways, you know. Not good. So I ended up putting it exactly where my driver's seat is, and when my seat is down, it does not interfere with anything. It's just blocking part of the sky. So I figured, what the heck? You know, it's not in the middle of it's at the top of the windshield now, just under the dirt patch. And the important thing is, even the manual says that you gotta make sure that the dash cam sits in a place that your wipers can reach, because you cannot clean the windshield from the outside, right? When you're driving, I don't think so. And so now it's in perfect position. And I'm in a small town in Ontario where my company's yard is located. So I delivered my load this morning in Toronto, those dies and miscellaneous parts. Of course, unloading was much easier than loading, so it took maybe an hour. And the most difficult part was folding the top. But it was not windy, there was lots of room, very quiet street. I just did everything outside, you know, no snow. And one problem with tops is that when it's very cold, they become hard, you know, they don't fold. Because this vinyl, it becomes like really like metal, you know. So thankfully it started in the morning, it was like minus 18 Celsius, and then you see the sun now is shining, blue sky, beautiful, but it's still minus 7. But minus 7, it's okay, it's not minus 18. So I folded the top, basically rolled up my straps, and brought the trailer to this town, just half an hour north of Toronto. And now I'm bobtailing back home and to hook up to my float lowboy trailer. That's what I'm gonna pull from now on, of course, because that's my trailer. And my next dispatch is I'm picking up some weird forklift. You know, these loads, they're never regular loads. Like, for some reason, the forklift I'm picking up has only 3 wheels. And I tried to object to dispatch, saying that this is not normal, like a forklift should have 4 wheels. And he said, and the dispatch said, well, maybe it fell off. So the customer wants us to ship a 3-wheeled forklift. They're paying money for this. So we gotta do it. And of course, without a trailer, the truck pulls great. Too bad it doesn't want to pull like this when I'm loaded. Oh, by the way, speaking about pulling, I am doing the axle change. My dealer has a differential exchange program. It's gonna take 6 weeks for the new differentials to arrive, but we're not gonna just change the gears. So they're giving me like a big discount, and they're gonna change the entire, basically, central housing on the axles, and the gearing is gonna be on. So because it is a heavy haul truck after all, you know. Of course, now it's great. Right now the truck is spec'd for 60-62 miles per hour, because the fuel efficient RPM according to Mac is 1350 to 1450, and this truck now with 391 does 62 miles per hour at 1450, like the top range of fuel efficiency, right? But that's not good enough for heavy loads. So if I was doing regular loads, I would keep it, but how do you guys like the sound of the engine? Jesus, this thing flies. So anyways, I'm getting new differentials in 6 weeks, and then I'll be ready for some heavy hauling. Oh, and this next three-legged forklift is just 24,000 pounds. Well, it looks like it's a brand new one.
Right turn in 3.1 kilometers on left.
And I like dealing with new machinery, you know, because it's always clean, it's nice, you know, everything works. But when you pick up something from, let's say, from an auction, something used, you know, it's often dirty, doesn't want to start, you know, wheels are falling off. So, oh, and I'll be going to Ohio, USA. But that's for Friday, so today's Wednesday. So I got the rest of the day off, and I got the day tomorrow off. Can relax, go do some videos, and have some fun. Alright, where's my turn? Oh, 1.7 kilometers. Yeah, I'm turning on Highway 10 here. And this is like a bypass around this little town. Oh yeah, it's on top of the hill, I know. It's Highway 10, and I take that south.
Right turn in 1 kilometer on Orrington Territory.
And I'll be catching Freeway 410 and then 401 west to Cambridge. And from here it's 100 kilometers, 60 miles. Of pure driving fun. And this is 401 West, the freeway. I just left Mississauga, Ontario. So this is exit 328. So I am 328 kilometers, or roughly 200 miles east of the U.S. border, because this Freeway 401 ends at the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit, Michigan. So if you keep going, in 3.5 hours you'll be in the U.S. But who wants to go to Detroit? That city is half dead. Oh, and something occurred to me, how unpredictable this job is, and I kind of like it, because this morning when I woke up, I knew that I was delivering a load in Toronto. I knew that I was driving to our company yard to drop the trailer, but I had no idea what was coming next. You know, do I leave on a load right away? I mean, with a load, or is there any loads for my float? And now, you see, all of a sudden I have a couple of days off, and I'm loading Friday, and then I can come back to Cambridge, and I can leave only on Sunday because my load delivers Monday. And Ohio, that's only 300 miles. You know, not far at all. So it's going to be a pleasant weekend drive. And now a couple of words for our Russian viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a few words for our German viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, a couple of more words for Germans because it's a more complicated language, but well, 42 kilometers to home. The temperature now is only -3 Celsius. And we're passing the scale on the right, which is closed. And that's how we like it. And finally, I made it to my home parking area. I'm gonna do a quick equipment check. Okay, so I got a list over here. 155 float, 2014 Kaufman. Check. 1 pickup truck, 2014 Ram 1500. V8 Hemi, 5.7, 395 horsepower. Check. Alright. Oh, and 1 truck. Transport truck. Look at my pickup truck. I wasn't here, 3 days? I left on Sunday morning for Wisconsin, and today's Wednesday. And you can see they were cleaning the snow. I hope they didn't hit my truck. But anyway, all is good. Oh, and this guy on the left, this Kenworth, that's the one I was talking about when I said the guy couldn't start it. It's probably a pretty old truck. And when it was like -18, -19, this guy, he kept bringing his car, just a regular car, to jump start his battery. Okay, just wanted to show you guys how I set up the cam. So originally, you see unfortunately how my windshield is split and I have all this dirt because the wipers only reach so far, right? And of course, if this was a single piece windshield, the best position would be over here in the middle, because then it'll be looking at that bulldog and give you like a true, picture. So I didn't want to block my view over here, right, from the driver's seat. So first I put it over here. Somewhere here, basically away from the dirt, from the top and from the bottom, because the lens has a wide angle, so if you put it too close here, it's gonna catch this dirt. And like I mentioned, I haven't learned yet to jump out of the truck when it's driving and clean the window, so I can only do this thing. I can start the windshield wipers and start the wash. So then the next one, when you saw me going through Chicago, I headed over here in this corner, and I was shooting like this, and then yeah, it seemed like you were going sideways, and then finally I said, screw this, I'm gonna put it here. And actually it's I hope I'm not gonna get a ticket, but when you drive, you sit pretty low, so that's my field of vision. It's not, you see, it's against the sky basically, right? It's not blocking the road. I can clearly see left and right, and that's the only way you can do it, unfortunately. and it comes with a very long cord. So this is Papa Go, right? 330. So I just threaded it like that, and it's going over there, and just hooks up over here, and just try to hide it somewhere there in the cracks in the dash. But I like this. I like it so far, and I like that it shoots in 1080p 30 frames per second instead of 60. It also has 720 60 and 720 30, but since I promised you guys 1080p, so there you go. And I'm recording this with a Panasonic and 1080p also. Oh, by the way, over there, find the distance. That's Freeway 401, where I just was, right? But it's about a kilometer away. You see, the zoom on this thing is pretty good. So it's 20 times optical, and then I can go as high as 50 digital. You know. Anyway, time for some time off. For some, as they call it, R&R. Thanks for watching.